Welcome to the show. You're watching StayWavyTV. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
It's good, y'all. So let's talk about Klay Thompson, who's currently having the worst season of his NBA career. So before Klay Thompson officially went to the Dallas Mavericks after his contract ended with the Golden State Warriors, the Los Angeles Lakers offered Klay Thompson an $80 million deal, and he turned it down because he wanted to team up with Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving on the Dallas Mavericks. So let's get into this article, man. It says, for years it was assumed Klay Thompson would retire a lifelong Warrior, standing beside Steph Curry and Draymond Green. But the NBA landscape changes fast. After a rough stretch of injuries and a shifting role in the offense, the four-time champion and the Golden State Warrior parted ways. Before the 2024-25 season, Thompson signed a 3-year, $50 million deal with the Dallas Mavericks. Now, just 24 hours after Dallas fired general manager Nico Harrison, stunning new details reveal what Thompson gave up to get there. This includes turning down an $80 million offer from a storied rival only to see his plans completely upended. Okay? Now, why did Klay Thompson turn down the Lakers? According to The Athletic, Thompson's camp was in communication with the Los Angeles Lakers during the 2023 free agency period. The two sides discussed a 4-year, $80 million contract, which would have required the Warriors' cooperation in the sign and trade. On paper, the move made a ton of sense. Thompson could have stayed in California, played for the legendary purple and gold his father once wore, and given LeBron James and Anthony Davis a true floor spacing wing. However, it's now been revealed that Thompson declined the opportunity. He instead took a significant pay cut to join the Mavericks for one primary reason: to play alongside generational creator Luka Doncic. The logic behind Thompson's choice was purely about basketball. The Thompson to Dallas move seemed like a match made in heaven, as he has always been a player who thrives in an off-the-ball role where he can curl off screens and knock down catch and shoot threes. Who better to create these opportunities than Doncic? And listen, I agree with that, okay? First of all, you got to remember, okay? Klay Thompson on the Warriors alongside Steph Curry and Draymond Green, they were putting belt to ass on LeBron James, right? Plus, we've seen so many players team up with LeBron James and they become a shell of themselves. For example, Danny Green. Danny Green and Klay Thompson are basically the same player, okay? One just happened to win more championships than the other. Danny Green is a, off the screen catch and shoot three-point shooter just like Klay Thompson is. Danny Green had the worst years of his NBA career playing with LeBron James. We've seen so many people team up with LeBron, and Russell Westbrook, that's another one, and things just don't work out. And let's be honest, if Klay Thompson would have taken that $80 million contract with the Lakers, if he would have been playing how he's been playing on Dallas so far, he would have been the scapegoat, right? People wouldn't have blamed LeBron James. They wouldn't have blamed Anthony Davis. They were going to blame Klay Thompson. So I think Klay Thompson choosing the Dallas Mavericks was the better choice. He didn't know that Nico Harrison was going to trade Luka Doncic. The Dallas Mavericks, they went to the finals last year. You know what I'm saying? Not last year, the year before last year, excuse me. They went to the finals the year before last year against the Boston Celtics. So I see why Klay Thompson chose the Dallas Mavericks over LA, but the mistake that he made, bro, was turning down the $80 million. Even if, he would have struggled playing with LeBron and AD, bro. Klay Thompson, your last year on the Golden State Warriors, you felt disrespected that the Warriors wouldn't offer you a contract that you felt like you deserved, okay? You turned down an extra $30 million that you could have made in LA. You could have stayed in Cali. You could have played for the same team your dad played for. And you took a $30 million pay cut to play with the Dallas Mavericks. Fast forward, right? Luka gets traded. Kyrie is injured. You know what I'm saying? You're dating Megan Thee Stallion. You're having the worst season of your NBA career. You're not even averaging 10 points per game. Your head coach, Jason Kidd, put your ass on the bench. You know what I'm saying? You're shooting 20-something% from the three. And there's a possibility, bro, that this $50 million contract that you have with Dallas, this is probably going to be your last contract in the NBA. Because the way that you're playing right now, like Klay Thompson is playing so bad that at this point, it's safe to say that you're a full-time bench player. Like, you're a bench warmer now, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't start playing better before the end of the season, you know, what's going to happen is whenever you're on the last year of your contract, Dallas is probably going to waive you and buy you out, and nobody's going to sign you. You know what I'm saying? Because Klay Thompson is already old, bro. Klay Thompson is already like 35, 36. You know what I'm saying? He has not been the same since he had those injuries. I think he tore his ACL on both sides or something like that. You know, he's just not the same player, bro. He's just not the same player. So how did a blockbuster trade spoil Thompson's plans? Unfortunately for Thompson, the partnership was short-lived. Due to a variety of injuries and one of the craziest trades in sports histories, he only played 21 games with Luka Doncic in the first year in Dallas. Those 21 games went well, as the Mavericks had a 10.1 net rating with both players on the floor together. This was a pairing that should have only gotten better as their chemistry developed. But Harrison clearly had other plans for the franchise. In a deeply ironic twist, Doncic ended up in LA. With that move, Thompson's main reason for choosing Dallas over the Lakers vanished. The situation leaves Thompson and the Mavericks at crossroads as the 2025-26 NBA season continues. Does this mean he could be on the trade block? Will the Lakers look to add the veteran shooter after all? All options remain on the table as the madness unfolds. I mean, listen, bro, any team that's willing to make a trade for Klay Thompson is stupid. Let's just call it what it is. Any team that's currently in the NBA, if you're willing to trade, you guys know what Klay Thompson is? This is what Klay Thompson is. Y'all heard that fart? Klay Thompson is ass, okay? Klay Thompson, at this point in his career, is ass. Any team out there that's desperate enough to trade for this guy, bro, you're not prioritizing winning, okay? There's only one team that I could think of that I could see being that desperate to make a trade for Klay Thompson, and that is the Sacramento Kings, okay? The Sacramento Kings are terrible. Shout out to whoever is in control of the trades on the Kings. Like, we already seen that Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan couldn't play well together in Chicago. Some guy on the Kings decided to team up Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan again. And it's not working out again. They just can't play well together, bro. They just don't, right? They're both ISO players. They're both ball-dominant players. And, you know, they're both streaky shooters. You know what I'm saying? I could see the Kings trading somebody on the... I could see the Kings making the trade for Klay Thompson. Because they have like 4 guards on the same team. They got Russell Westbrook. They got Dennis Schroeder, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. They got Malik Monk. They got all of these guards on the team. You know what I'm saying? DeMar DeRozan, he's basically a 4 now, but I mean, for most of his career, he was like a 2, right? A 2 or a 3. But, you know, that team is just terrible, man. I could see somebody making a trade either with DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine. I could see them making a trade with Dallas and bringing in Klay Thompson. That actually makes sense. And listen, if the Sacramento Kings was to make a trade for Klay Thompson would probably be back in the starting lineup. And, you know, Klay Thompson could show that he still can be a decent player in the NBA. He'll have less pressure. He won't be on the team that's competing for a championship. And that's the only team I can see making a trade for Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, this your boy Wavy, StayWavyTV. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up the video, click that bell for notifications, and most importantly, leave a comment after the video. Let me know what you guys think about this topic. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'm out.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy from StayWavyTV, your one-stop spot for everything boxing, WWE, NBA, hip-hop, NFL, and the latest in movies. We break down the fights, the games, the tracks, the plays, and the flicks, all with that wavy perspective.